What's up, OV Tribe? Thanks for joining me today. Today on the channel, we are going to be talking about tarps. We're going to be going over the new tarps that we're going to be releasing, all of the sizes, shapes, colors, all that type of stuff. We're going to be launching it on pre-sale, and we're going to be giving one away, so stay tuned. So let's start off by talking about the different cuts that we have. So we're going to have a 4-sided tarp, or a 4 tie-out tarp, right? And there's also going to be a 6-sided tarp with 6 tie-out points. All the tarp sides have catenary cuts, which means that they are sewn on an inward angle, helping the tarp stay taut and tight throughout your use. Also, all the tarp lengths are slightly longer than most other tarps on the market, just to give you that extra added coverage. Along with the different types of cuts that we're going to have, we're also going to have different materials. So there's going to be 2 different types of materials. First one we'll talk about is a 20 denier silicone impregnated polyester. So it's a sil poly tarp with ripstop in it. So it's an extremely tough fabric, but with that siliconized fabric, what that does is it lightens it up compared to a PU or a polyurethane coated tarp. That would be our second tarp. So our second tarp is going to be a 75 denier ripstop polyester. Does not have the silicone impregnated. Instead, it uses the PU coating. So those are the 2 different types of fabrics. Obviously, the 75 denier with the PU coating is going to weigh a little bit more than the 20 denier that is silicone impregnated. So let's talk a little bit about the weights of the tarps. For the siliconized tarps, they are actually going to weigh in at 14 ounces for the 4-sided tarp and 16 ounces for the 6-sided tarp. For the 75 denier PU coated tarps, the 4-sided tarp is going to weigh in at 1 pound 5 ounces, and the 6-sided tarp is going to weigh in at 1 pound 7 ounces. So you can see that these ones are going to be a little bit heavier. The other thing that you'll notice though is that in the 20 denier, so this is a 20 denier 6-sided tarp, it's going to be able to even compress smaller than the sack here. So there is a little bit of room in here. The 20 denier does give you more compressibility. It's also important to note that all of our seams are taped from the factory, so you don't have to worry about doing that yourself. All of the tarps are going to be coming in their own compression stuff sack with a little carry handle. Makes it convenient for you to carry them. And even in the 20 denier, we actually did the stuff sack in a 75 denier just to make it a little bit more abrasive for when it's inside your pack, getting rubbed around a lot. On the corners of the tarp, we have an adjustable system with guy out lines on each side. The system has a small hole where you could put a trekking pole through the bottom of it, which allows you to prop up sides of the tarp and take them down when the weather gets bad. Simply tie out your guy out point, and then you can adjust them straight from the hammock side of the system, as tight or as loose as you'd like them. The guy out lines are extremely lightweight but durable, so you are going to be able to tie out without worrying about them getting frayed and broken. So the sizes of each tarp are going to vary. The 4-sided tarp is actually 11 feet 9 inches long and 11 feet 9 inches wide. It's going to be basically square but on a diagonal. Now the 6-sided tarp is actually going to be 11 feet long by 6 foot 6 inches wide. So 6.5 feet wide, 11 feet long. The 6-sided tarp though, even though it sounds like it's a little bit shorter width-wise, it is going to give you better coverage if the weather does turn sour. Each tarp is going to come with its own stakes. There's going to be 1 stake for every single corner. So if you get a 4-sided tarp, you're going to get 4 stakes. If you get a 6-sided tarp, you're going to get 6. Again, these are the same stakes that we're going to be putting in with our tents, which are an extremely strong aluminum, and it's in a trifold cut, which also gives it some rigidity. So we are going to launch this on a pre-sale at discounted prices, but before I get to that, I just wanted to go over again our lifetime warranty and our giving back program. So our warranty is going to cover all the craftsmanship of the product. It's not going to cover user damage, but it's going to cover about everything else. And that's unconditional. It's going to be on all of our products. It's a limited lifetime warranty. Not only do you get to feel confident about the product that you're purchasing as far as quality, you also get to feel confident about the company that you're investing in. We do give 1% of top line revenue back into developing countries and into sustainable ways that are going to help other people for the long haul. So 1% of top line, that's not profit. So whether we make money or lose money, we are going to be giving that money back, as well as we have our lifetime warranty. Okay, so let's jump into pricing. I know you guys are all wanting to hear pricing. All right, so you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit on this pricing because there are 4 different prices I'm gonna have to give you depending on which material and which cut you're going to get. So let's go over the sil poly tarps to begin with. So our regular price on that is going to be $69.97 for the 4-sided tarp and $79.97 for the 6-sided tarp, okay? On the pre-sale, we are going to be selling them for $52.97 for the 4-sided tarp and $59.97 for the six-sided tarp, excuse me, okay? So let's jump back to the 75 Denier PU coated tarp, which we will be selling our regular price at $39.97 for the four-sided tarp and $49.97 for the six-sided tarp. On the pre-sale, we're going to be selling them for $27.97 for the four-sided tarp and $34.97 for the six-sided tarp. Again, those prices are extremely good. We're really hoping to help people get into the outdoors with that pricing by following us and by helping us as we get started with some new products. Now again, just like the hammocks, we are going to put a deadline on this pre-sale. The pre-sale deadline is going to be around May 8th to May 10th. That's when we're expecting, at least right now. However, you will want to jump over to the product detail page as we get closer to those deadlines because they may change. They may get bumped up and closed early. We're doing that as a part of another launch process we're going to be doing for a really cool hammock system that we're super pumped about, but we're gonna be selling the hammocks and the tarps as an accessory to those, so we're gonna be closing pre-sale at that point. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for us today. This is the new tarp that we're calling the Scout. The four-sided tarps are gonna be called Scouts, and the six-sided tarps are gonna be called Chiefs. So if you want one on pre-sale, go ahead and jump over to our website and grab one. As is customary, we are gonna be giving one of these away. We will give away your tarp of your own choice. If you are the winner, you have to be on our email list, you have to be subscribed, and you have to comment below. Any comment will do to get you into the giveaway, and we will be giving one of these away. For those of you that buy a tarp on pre-sale, we're gonna be giving you an opportunity to win in a special drawing where we're going to be giving away a hammock, but only to those people that have bought on the pre-sale. So if you're thinking about buying a tarp, you may as well jump in, get the discounted pricing, and also get entered into that special drawing for the hammock. Now, if you buy one, obviously, and you win the drawing, we will give you store credit for the full purchase price of the full regular price of the product. Anyways, thanks so much, guys, for joining me today. Thanks for following along on our journey and sharing all of our content with your friends. If you haven't shared it yet, please do so. And we really, really appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next video.